So I am now joined by my service delivery manager, Janet Valencia. Janet handles, so now I get the order, it goes through provisioning, and then it gets assigned a project manager. And then Janet's team handles the service and the delivery to our clients and customers. A lot of folks that are connected with me on LinkedIn that are already clients of ours as Crown, Janet had a big say in how this product got delivered to your location. So Janet's on the line right now. Janet, can you elaborate a little bit more on your role at Crown?
Hi, sure. So Janet didn't have any say on how the product got delivered to the location. It's actually the team behind me,
Mhm.
which is excellent. So yes, like you mentioned, we manage the service delivery team, aka project delivery as well. And what we do is like just like you described it, we take the order once you have booked in the cell, and then we take it from there, and then we work with the different teams and departments in making sure that the order is flowing and until we can successfully deliver it to the customers.
That's awesome.
We are responsible for the South Florida, North Florida, and Georgia markets.
Awesome.
Currently, we do have other service delivery manager for the different regions throughout the nation
Su-
within Crown.
Such an important role because once the client comes, the whole biggest thing is when a customer is getting onboarded and coming into our family, the experience of that can sometimes be so painful. So you guys handle that and have to be engaged with the customer during the whole process and handle all the crazy things that come up during an implementation process. So
Yep.
such an important part of the puzzle when it comes to onboarding an account onto the company. So I thank you for that. Janet, you've been here for a little while at Crown. Tell me a little bit, something that you enjoy. What do you enjoy about working here?
So Crown is a great company to work for, by far. But if I have to choose something, I would really have to say it's the people. So from the company that I came from, it was a big cultural shock. I love the interactions that we have with one another and the openness that we can have with everyone. And whether we run into a challenge, which I mean, we're never short of those, right? Whether we run into a challenge or sales has any request to us, and then we can always have that open conversation with one another, and we're always there to support each other. So if if there was one thing that I love about my job and working at Crown is that it's just the close relationship that we have and understanding each other roles and how everyone has an impact on the overall experience that a customer experiences with us.
I'm so glad you said that, Janet, because oftentimes people don't really understand how our relationship works. Where I know I'm going to get a deal, right? I know the customer's going to sign, and I may call you up ahead of time before it even gets to your desk and
Yep.
say, hey, Janet, this customer needs this to be done ASAP or whatever the circumstances are. So that way you can have a heads up. So your team, when it gets assigned, the PM can be at least prepared,
Yep.
and we can kind of maybe help the install cycle
Yep.
be expedited a little bit in certain instances because we're able to, have that pick up the phone and have that conversation with your team. So appreciate that.
Thank
One
you.
last thing before I let you go, Janet, just curious to know, tell us something unique about you. Tell us something that the folks here at Crown Castle that are watching this and the folks in my network don't know about Janet.
Oof. Um, I don't know. I mean, maybe something interesting that not many people know of myself is that many moons ago, we will not go into the details of how many years that was for obvious reasons, but many moons ago, I actually lived in Algeria for 4 years in my childhood. And I think that as I reflect back on that, that has had a huge impact in my life. It made me appreciate change and different cultures and so forth. So every time I tell somebody, they're like, the first question is like, so can you speak French? Because I told them that I went to a French school back in the day. So and they're like, can you speak French? And I'm like, well, it would have to take me a little bit here to be able to have a real conversation. But I'm sure that if I was to be implanted in France, for a period of time there, then I'll be able to do it back again. But pretty much just that,
That's cool.
it's just
That's
something a
cool.
little different that people find interesting, To me,
Very
it's just,
different. I
I
don't know
grew up with
anyone.
that, but it's like people are just like, Algeria, where's Algeria? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And then I have to start the story, So,
That is pretty cool. That is an amazing experience, an amazing story. So
yeah, thank you.
thank you so much for your time. Thank you for sharing. And for you guys who are looking to either get on, sign up with Crown Castle, these are the folks on the team. As you get to know us, these are the folks on the team that are going to be touching the orders and making sure that you have a great client experience from beginning to end with us. So Janet, thank you very, very much. I know you're very, very super busy these days with everything going on. So I
We
appreciate
all
you
are.
taking the time. And I look forward to working with you on the next orders. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be here to support you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care.
Bye.